Okay, so Steph's Sassy Scrappers, we're ready to do a 3 and done tonight. Although it may be more like 4 3 and done. Kind of changes week to week. But I am going to use this collection from the secret box. Oh, somebody else came. Oh, Janet.
Yay!
Yeah, we'll let Janet in too. So there she is. So hi, Janet. So anyway, we are going to use this collection. And the reason I'm using this collection is because I'm doing some pictures of Wade when I was down in Arkansas last year. And the page before I had done when we went through the cavern or the cave, and I did that with these. So I wanted to kind of keep the theme of these papers together. But I don't have many of them left, so it was kind of creepy. So we're going to start off with 2 pieces of cardstock for your base and 2 pieces of designer paper and then these are just some embellishments I'm going to use, I think. So we're going to start off with one of the pieces of designer paper, and we're going to cut it at 6 inches. So we have 2 6 by 12-inch strips. And don't mind this little cord here. My phone was about dead, so I thought I better plug it in. So I'm going to put out my leg. Remember that you can put this out, and there's also a little foot underneath here you can flip out to hold it up. It's nice and firm. And I'm going to put it on the 6 inches. And just cut it. If you cannot go down once with a piece of designer paper, you need to check your mat and your blade, because you should only have to go across it once and it should cut it real nice and smooth. Okay, then on the other piece of paper, we are going to cut 2 that are 6 by 9. So I'm going to cut it at 9 inches first. And that's going to give me a little extra here. And then I'm going to turn it and cut it at 6 inches.
That's such pretty paper.
Yeah, it is. So I've got my 2 6 by 9s. Okay, that's all the cutting with the trimmer that we're going to do. We might have a little cutting to do with our scissors, but that's all we're going to do with the trimmer. So I'm going to bring back in my cardstock and lay them out. Most of you know that I use 2 13 by 13 mats just because I like to be able to see what I'm doing here on what they're going to look like. Flip this one over. That has a little edge that's a little bent. I probably jammed it or something when I was messing with it. Okay, so then I'm going to take the first 2 papers that I cut and I'm going to angle them. And I'm going to angle them so they kind of go off the edge of the paper over here just a little bit. And then I'm going to bring this one down and I'm going to angle it, and I'm going to angle it so it goes off of the paper at the bottom just a little bit. So they're just kind of gives it a little different twist. And then I'm going to take my 2 6 by 9 pieces of paper, and this one over here, I'm going to put it right at about 2 inches. So it's between the 2 and the 8 over here. And then I'm going to turn it vertically over here and put it about 2 inches from the right side. Okay, so that's kind of what we've got for our base. And so I'm going to adhere those down. This one was down at the bottom, wasn't it? Or went off the edge a little bit. And this piece, I had about 2 inches. I'm going to bring it in a little bit from the edge. Not a lot, but maybe a 1/2 inch. And put it across that way. And then I'm going to take my piece of paper I'm gonna flip it over and you can see here's this extra that's overhanging. I'm just gonna trim that off. Right along the cardstock. It looks like that. Okay, I'm gonna do kind of the same thing over here. And this one's gonna go off the top of the page just a little bit. And remember this one is vertical. Woo! I hope don't look at my fingernails if you can see my fingernails. I split wood today. And I had gloves on, but they just didn't. So if I go up 1.5 inches and down 1.5 inches, that'd be about centered. And I'm gonna move it in, like I said, 2 inches. Okay, so same thing here. I'm gonna flip it over. Got my cord here. I looked at how much percentage I have left on my battery on my phone before I started. It was like 20. I thought, that ain't gonna make it. So I plugged it in. Okay, so this is what I've got for the base, okay? So that was pretty quick.
Yeah.
Now,
Just don't choke yourself on that cord.
I know it's a little low for that. I should be okay. Okay, so then I'm gonna start putting some pictures here. And I'm gonna put 2 horizontal pictures over here. Maybe. Kind of like that. And then I'm gonna put a 4x4 up here and 2 vertical pictures down here. Now, obviously, I'm gonna use some peekaboo pockets here because I've got more than what will fit. So I'm not exactly sure, but I want to use this frame. So I was thinking that I would use this frame on this picture because that's kind of a good picture of Mr. Wade. Put that like that. This one would be over here. And I put a peekaboo somewhere or the other. I don't know exactly how. Oh, I should put a picture of his playing that game because this ring game was so much fun. He loved that. And what it was is off of a tree, maybe you can see over here. Well, you probably can't see very well, but off of a tree, there was a stick hanging across here, and then there was just a piece of rope with a ring on the bottom of it. And what you had to do is you had to take that ring and put it over this hook that was on the tree over here. Well, Wade did it finally. He worked and worked and worked at it, but he finally did it. So he had fun with that. So anyway, that is kind of where the pictures go. And then for embellishing, you can put like a title over here somewhere. So I thought maybe I would pop that up. I may even do one of my Sassy shapes, and put that up on there and curl the edges or something. Or maybe I'll get out some of that, what color was it? Copper shimmer and put under it.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Yeah. So I might do that for a title over here. And then for a little bit more embellishing, I'm not sure where I would put this. Might put it up here. And then I can, that got crooked. And then I can put a little bit down here. And then I could put some journaling or something, or a journaling box right in here maybe. I also, with this collection, there's some of these rub-ons that I thought would be kind of fun too. And since this was kind of a wilderness area, it was Indian. I have more pictures of an Indian maze that we went through and stuff. I thought maybe I would use these arrows that would be kind of fun too. Maybe just a splatter here or there, you know.
Yeah, those are great rub-ons.
Yeah, yeah, they work really well. I've had rub-ons before that I didn't like, but these work pretty well. So anyway, that's kind of it in a nutshell. I mean, I wouldn't have to have that on there right now, just so you can kind of see. So very, very quick and easy. And like I said, I'll put a peekaboo pocket here, maybe put a little arrow or some little blob or something down here with this little embellishment. And I don't know, it's kind of done. So
Nice.
20 minutes, 15 minutes. Not bad, huh? So, Janet, you got anything to say?
She must got her mute on too.
She does. It automatically mutes everybody when they come in, so you have to
Oh,
unmute.
Okay, I have
There you
unmuted.
There you have
Hear me now?
unmuted. Yep, yep, we can.
Is that paper pack called Copper Canyon?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, I love it.
It
I
was
haven't
this-
used it. I'm saving it for when we do a trip out to Utah and New Mexico and
Yes, yes, it is. Copper Canyon,
yep.
right there. And it was the secret box #1 for 2024. It's the first one of this year.
Yep.
And there's the cardstock colors that went with it. And like I said, I don't have hardly any left, just some pieces now. So I'm gonna cry because I didn't think I was gonna like it so well, but it's turned out that it's really worked really well with things like this, you know. I didn't think it would, but I like it with this stuff.
Yeah.
So the blues, you know, the blue in his uniform isn't exactly the color of that, but oh well.
Looks good.
It's okay. So
It
anyway,
still looks good.
yeah, I will finish this all up, how I'm gonna do it, put a little journaling in it, maybe a couple more little embellishments or some of this rub on. You know, a little splatter of rub on or something over here, or a couple arrows maybe or something. And maybe pop this up on some of that copper shimmer paper, and I'll have 2 more pages done. So
Woohoo.
yay, yeah, that's what we like. So anyway, so if you guys decide to do one like this, again, it was really easy. You just cut one piece of paper 6 by 12 and kind of angle it, cut off the tops and the bottoms, kind of stagger them, you know. And then the other 2 pieces were 6 by 9. And you just put one horizontal and one vertical, and that's all there is to it. So anyway, hope
I
you
bet I
enjoyed
can do
this.
that.
I know anybody can, and it wouldn't take you a week either.
I know. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop the recording here.